Hello, let's start another game here. We are looking now at the Magnus Carlsen against Gata Kamsky in the Sinkfield Cup in St. Louis. Sinkfield Cup is sponsored by the very generous man Rex Sinkfield, who is sponsoring the chess club in St. Louis and a lot of chess tournaments there. And he is by far the most generous sponsor chess ever had. So we were very happy for that. He spent probably more than maybe $1 billion, maybe something like that. A lot of money. So here is the Sinkfield Cup in 2013. It's a 4-player tournament, double round robin. We can see here Magnus Carlsen, top rated player in the world, 28.62. Aronian, second rated player in the world with 28.13. And Nakamura, highest rated American player, 27.72. And Kamsky, Nakamura is the highest rated American player. Kamsky is probably the second highest rated American player with 27.41 right now. And Kamsky, he was originally from Russia, but he moved to USA when he was quite young. So he's been in America for a long time. And nowadays, of course, Aronian, originally from Armenia, and then he lived in Germany for many years, representing Armenia. He's moved to USA, and I think he's also part of St. Louis Chess Club, like Kamsky and Fabian Caruana and others, where they have a lot of good training. I think Lenier Dominguez, Cuban player that also moved to St. Louis, and also Wesley. So they are used to having very, very good, high-quality training there in St. Louis. Magnus played a great tournament here. He won the tournament, 3 wins and 3 draws. Nakamura got second, also a good tournament for him. And Aronian and Kamsky had bad tournaments for their standards. So the game we're looking at first is the game between Magnus and Kamsky. So Magnus is white, and Kamsky plays the Slav, and he plays this one, the A6 Slav. Forget exactly what it's called. So I used to call it the A6 Slav. It's a very popular opening at this time, but it has become a little bit less popular now, I think. I don't really know why. If there is probably some computer line that I don't know, because the top players, they use the same like computers. They use their Stockfish 17 that I do, but they also have like Lila Zeros and others, and maybe there are some lines in the A6 Slav that's uncomfortable for black. I don't know them, but this was a very, very popular opening 10 years ago, but now I don't see it so much. We have seen another game, Magnus playing C5 here, but now he plays E3, and he plays a relatively solid variation here where he just trade away Kamsky's bad bishop here. And this is a little bit interesting. I think Kamsky voluntarily gives up his bishop. I think that's like here the computer actually likes bishop b4 the most. So it's interesting stuff. I guess the reason is that this can be met by this. I guess this must be the... Oh, but still you can do this one, so it's not so clear. So I thought maybe, okay, what's the problem here? Yeah, I thought the only reason to play this move, it must be to answer e4 with take here. But the computer thinks that this is a line that's quite good for white. Maybe this line was not known, or maybe it's because he can take here. Let's analyze that. Maybe this is some kind of long computer analysis that I just didn't know, but it looks like maybe it's a well-known line for Magnus and Gata. So anyway, Gata plays that, and Magnus does not do that. He does this one, and here weirdly he takes on c3 without being provoked. One would think that like after a3 you take, but not before that, basically. So, but yeah, so let's see what's happening here. Of course, the advantage for white, for black, is that he doesn't have to worry about e4 right now. But often e4 is not such a big deal. You can just take here or take here and just do some trading. So interesting approach by Gata Kamsky to give away the bishop pair for nothing like that. Also quite interesting, Magnus is taking terrain on the queen side with a4, e5. I would think maybe knight f2 and then e4 like the computer wants is a bit more logical here. So let's see what's happening. And Kamsky tries to win back the bishop, but Carlsen moves it away, of course. Okay, c1 looks logical. And here, this is the reason why I choose this game. This looks like quite a normal... to me, this looks like quite a normal game here. But for some reason, the famous legend Gata Kamsky, instead of just playing like this, in my opinion, this looks like quite a normal position. The computer wants queen f6, maybe rook c8, maybe try knight g5, try to trade a knight maybe, or maybe f5 to do some stonewall stuff. Maybe something like this and do stonewall stuff would be possible. But instead, we will see now Kamsky going berserk here and just running forward with the kingside pawns, like that might work when he plays some IM in Title Tuesday in the 3-minute blitz. Then maybe this kind of a strategy is fine, but not against like 28-60 player like Magnus. Then it's just it didn't look sound. So let's see what's happening. He starts with h5, which I don't really understand. If he wants to get luft, maybe h6 was a little bit more normal. We are just gonna see how it develops. So I hope Kamsky doesn't watch the video and gets mad because I called his strategy being stupid in this game. So let's see. So Magnus decides to take, and then he used to go back. Looks f3 looks kind of normal to kick away the knight, but it's also weakening the king side, so maybe that would be fine. Yeah, and he retreated voluntarily anyway. So let's just see, they're just playing like calm moves here, but this is just quiet before the hurricane. Quiet before the hurricane. So it looks like Magnus is kind of happy with a draw going back and forth with his rook here. But let's see what Kamsky is doing right now. He's going with a knight. And then he's doing here g5. The computer actually thinks that's quite okay for black. And then he's doing f5. So yeah, basically the computer thinks it's okay, but I think like maybe against Magnus this is a little bit too risky maybe, but it looks like the computer is quite happy with black's attack here. Such an attack is definitely something that I could see myself doing and then losing to the counter attack. So let's see what happens here. Okay, so he did king f7. Better would have been to take on g2 apparently. And now he does a blunder here. H takes g2. Better was this. No, not that one. Apparently going back with the rook was the only move. That's quite hard, but still, yeah, still white is still winning here. Looks like taking like this was necessary. And then here. Okay, so let's look at this here. Why can't it take here? Yeah, I can't take here because the knight is hanging. This bishop is quite strong now. And computer thinks actually that black can defend here. It looks, to me it looked quite bad with these pawns, but e5 gives counterplay apparently. If you take like that, the knight can start checking. Okay, so with precise play, black could have kept the balance, but he had to find like the only moves many times here. And now, because of the strength of the bishop here, I think it looks like white is already winning here. So rook check here is winning for white. It doesn't help if he goes back, because you can take, check. Okay, queen f4, why? That's just such an annoying pin. Very annoying pin here. Yeah, I have to say I don't see why white is winning, but apparently it's winning. It's definitely winning for white, but I don't really see it. Okay, so let's see how Magnus won this game. Rook c7. He took like that, that's fine. And the queen is a bit in danger here. Check. Check. f4, yeah, he doesn't want to let black king go here. Black queen go there. Black is in big trouble. And white's king can hide here. Yeah, quite an interesting end of this, but white's more active pieces like this queen was just outside here. It was decisive, so it's mate in 5 now. Yeah, it's mate in 5, so Magnus won. Yeah, that's an interesting game. It was such an even game, and then Gata Kamsky committed Sudoku on the king side here with the pawn storm that just weakened his position. Okay, I'm going to watch a few more games from this St. Louis Cup. Next is against Hikaru Nakamura. So see you then.